and welcome to IP Study Video Lectures. Today we will discuss the 9th chapter of Grade 7 English Grammar, and we will explore the world of tenses. Our today's topic will be simple present tense and present continuous tense. So before we dive deeper, let's understand what is a simple present tense and what is a present continuous tense. A simple present tense is used to talk about actions that happen regularly as a fact or a general habit or a general truth. For example, he wakes up at 6 a.m. every day. The sun rises in the east. So, he wakes up at 6 a.m. every day. This means it is a general habit of a person. And the sun rises in the east, that means this is a fact. So, such sentences which has factual information or habitual information, such actions are called simple present tense. Whereas, present continuous tense means those actions which are happening right now or around the current time. For example, I am studying for my English exam. We are talking right now. So, all of the words or all of the actions that is happening right now or around the current time, they are called present continuous tense. So, by the end of this lesson, we will be able to differentiate between simple present and present continuous tense, explain the use of simple present and present continuous tense, apply spelling rules for adding ing, s or es to verbs. So, all of the actions, whether they happen right now or they're a part of your habit, they all require tenses, and there are certain spelling rules for each of them. Now let's dive deeper into the topic. Before going forward, we will discuss and read few examples. What do you like to eat? I like to eat mangoes, but right now I am eating an apple. In this example, the words or the verbs like eat and eating, they both describe an action. Eat verb is a part of a habit or of a tense. For example, the boy is asking, what do you like to eat? It is a part of the habit. What do you generally like to eat? The boy replies, I like to eat mangoes. That means as a habit, I like mangoes more. But right now, I am eating an apple. That means right now, what the action is happening? Eating. So, did you observe a simple thing that when we used the verb as a part of a truth or a general habit, we just use the word as it is. But when it is used to express for something that is happening right now, we add ing at the end. Before going forward, we will read some more examples and differentiate between simple present and present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. I am playing. Do you remember? Present continuous tense is used to express actions that is happening right now. Always remember that we will add ing at the end of the verbs. So, I am playing, we are playing, you are playing, they are playing. That means when we use playing or the verbs in the present continuous tense, we use the helping verb am. And with the such as we, you, they, we use the helping verb are. With he, she, it, because it is a singular subject, hence we use this helping verb is. For the negative sentences in present continuous tense, we apply the same rule. For example, I am not playing. We are not playing. So, did you observe that the actions happening right now, we added ing at the end? In all of the sentences, whether the subject was changing to singular, plural, or the first person to the second or third person, we did not change the verb at all. But the helping verb constantly was changing. For example, I am playing. We, you, they are playing. He, she, it is playing. I am not playing. We are not playing. Similarly, let's look at simple present tense. Simple present tense. With the first person, I, we use the action word play. This is a simple present tense. Do you remember what is the fact about it? Very good. We used to talk about things which are factual, habitual, or general truth. So, I play. The verb or the word remains the same, such as we, you, or they, whether plural. The verb remains play. With he, she, it, this is a singular noun and a singular subject. We only add s at the end of the verb, which is plays. For the negative sentences, we apply the same rule. I do not play. We do not play. You do not play. They do not play. So, these statements in the simple present tense are expressing the fact or the general truth that they do not play or they play. So, we do not add ing at the end of these verbs. However, it changes with the first person, with the singular noun, or with the change of a negative sentence. So, play becomes plays when we use it with a singular noun such as he, she, or it. Now, let's discuss present continuous and simple present continuous again with few more examples. Present continuous. He, she, it. Now, these are singular nouns, and our sentences, if we use present continuous tense in negative sentences, they become he is not playing, she is not playing, it is not playing. In this example, again, the verb remains the same, but we add ing at the end. Similar to what we did in these examples. Okay. Again, with simple present tense. With the singular noun, he, she, it, and the negative sentences, we add does not play. So, along with the negative not, we add a one more helping verb or the verb which is does. It is little different to what we did in these examples. Here, when we used it with singular nouns, we just added plays. When we used it with the first person or the second person, we did not change the word at all and it remained the same. While changing them to the negative sentences, what we did was we simply added do before not. And when it changes to he, she, it, the do becomes does. So that is the major difference between simple present tense and present continuous tense. Now, how do we make questions using a present continuous tense and a simple present tense? Let's study them in detail. Am I playing? With present continuous tense, am I playing? Do you remember with the first person I, what did we use while talking in present continuous tense? Very good. I am playing. Now, when you make the question with present continuous tense, I am changes their places and the question becomes, am I playing? Similarly, with present continuous tense, with the second person, we used we are playing, you are playing, they are playing. Similarly, when you make a question out of these in the present continuous tense, your question becomes, are we playing? Are you playing? Are they playing? So simply the verb, the helping verb and the subject, they interchanged their places. Similarly, he is playing becomes very good. Is he playing? Is she playing? Is it playing? Similarly, how do we make questions using simple present tense? Do you remember while making sentences in simple present tense, we used the helping verb do. Now, as we did in present continuous tense, the subject and the helping verb interchange the places. Similarly, in simple present tense, the subject and the helping verb do and does will interchange their places. So, the question becomes, very good. Do I play? Do we play? Do you play? Do they play? Similarly, does he play? Does she play? Does it play? So, always remember, with the first person, with singular or plural noun, we will use do, and with he, she, it, we will use does. So that's how you make questions out of simple present tense. So I hope that the present continuous tense and the simple present tense and the difference between them is very much clear to you. So let's study more about how do we create the short forms or the contracted forms of the helping verbs and the subjects. So now we will discuss the short forms or the contracted forms. What are these? Short forms. Am. When you use I with am, so instead of saying I am, we use a contracted form, which is I'm sleeping. So you simply add apostrophe and M with I and it becomes I'm. Are becomes we are, they are. So instead of repeating the complete forms they are, we simply write a comma, apostrophe with RE, which is we are, they are. With is, it becomes he's, it's. With I am not, it becomes I'm not sleeping. So similarly, as you created I am by adding a comma with M, with I, it becomes I am. Similarly, with the negative sentences, you simply add not and it becomes I am not. Is not becomes isn't. He isn't sleeping, she isn't playing. Are not becomes aren't. You aren't sleeping, they aren't eating. Do not becomes don't. I don't sleep, they don't write. Does not becomes doesn't. He doesn't sleep, she doesn't eat. So the major use of using a short form or a contracted form is that it allows us to not to repeat the complete helping verb again and again and to not make the sentence longer. So for that we use the contractions. So I am becomes I am. There is a slight change of the pronunciation as well. Please keep that in mind while using the contracted forms. We'll revise them. I am becomes I am. Are, we are, they are. Is, he is, it's. I'm not, is not, isn't. Are not, aren't. Do not, don't. Does not, doesn't. So that's how you make them shorter by adding contractions. Now let's go forward and study spelling rules while changing the verbs into different tenses. So the spelling rules. With the present continuous tense, we have the ing form. That means sometimes the spelling changes by adding ing at the end, and it is mostly in the cases of present continuous tense. For example, when a verb ends in E, the E is dropped before adding ing. So you drop E and change smile into smiling. So if we have to use smile in a present continuous tense, for example, Maya is smiling. So you can't use the word Maya is smile. That would be incorrect. So the present continuous tense, which is happening right now, you will use the word smiling. Now it is very important to understand what kind of spelling rules you will apply. So for that, we simply drop E and add ing to the spellings. Rise. So this is again a verb ending with E. So you drop E and add ing. Most verbs ending in a consonant preceded by a vowel just double the consonant while adding ing. For example, hit. It is ending with a consonant, so just double the consonant, it becomes hitting. Hop. Ending with the consonant, so just double the consonant, hop, hop becomes hopp, and you add ing. So this is the spelling rule with ing form. Always remember that most of the time this is used in a present continuous tense. Now how do you change verbs ending in ie? Just change the ie to y before adding ing. For example, lie, lie, just replace ie with y and add ing to it. Die, again a verb ending with ie, replace ie with y and add ing. It becomes dying. Verbs ending in ss, sh, sh, ch, ch, x, x, and o simply add es. For example, match becomes matches. Wash becomes washes. So the words which ends with s, ch, sh, x, you simply add es to them. Do the same thing with the words ending with o. Verbs ending in a consonant plus y. How do you change them? Simply change y into I and es is added to it. For example, carry. Again a verb ending with y. So simply change y into IE and add S to it. Marry changes into marries. So simply replace Y with IE and add S to it. In all the other cases, just use S alone. For example, talk, talks. TALK, talk. Simply add S to it. TALKS, talks. Speak, speaks. Bite, bites. Now let's understand few uses of present continuous tense and simple present tense. We use present continuous for things which are occurring right now. For example, be indoors today. It's raining. So, it is the same thing that we just discussed in the beginning of the lesson, that the things that is occurring right now, simply add ing to the verbs and they are present continuous tense. So, the use of present continuous tense is used to describe the action that is occurring right now. The present continuous tense can be used for an action which is going on around the present but may not be happening at the moment of speaking. For example, Razak is writing a novel. So, although the action is not happening right now at the moment, but it is happening around the time. So, for that we use present continuous tense. He has started it but not finished yet. He's writing the novel at this moment. That means he's writing, he has started it but not finished yet. He is doing it but not completed it. So he is writing, not at the moment but around this time. Now we use the simple present tense for habits or things that happen again and again. For example, it usually rains in this month. We also use the simple present to talk about things that happen all the time or things that are true in general. For example, rain falls from the clouds. Sun rises in the east. So all of the facts which happen on everyday basis or are generally the truth, we use simple present tense for them. And we use simple present tense for the habits or the things that happen again and again. For example, we go to school every day. It usually rains in this month. Okay? Ram goes to school every day. So all of these are simple present tense. Note that certain verbs are not normally used in continuous tense. They include like, love, hate, dislike, know, understand, what, need, suppose, believe, think. Agree, remember, forget, see, hear, smell, taste, appear, seem, look. Have, belong, contain, be, weigh, cost, etc. So all of these verbs which are mostly used for feelings or for your sense organs or belongingness, contain. So all of these are not normally used in present continuous tense. The present continuous and the simple present are also used for future action. So both of the tenses are also used for future action. For example, I am playing football tomorrow. Tomorrow is a future action and we used this present continuous tense to express this form of verb. The train arrives at 6:30 p.m. next evening. So this is again about tomorrow, about the future action, about the next evening. So for this again we use the simple present tense arrives to express the things that are going to happen in future. So this was all about simple present tense and present continuous tense. Before we leave, let's do a quick recap. Simple present is used for habits or things that happen repeatedly and also for things which happen all the time. Present continuous tense is used for things which are occurring now. Simple present and present continuous are also used for future actions. So with this, I hope that simple present tense and present continuous tense both are clear to you. You can use them in your everyday life and you're able to identify them as you read more and more stories and novels. Thank you so much for being with us today and stay tuned for our next video lecture. Till then, see ya!